Bill.
Best thing I read is up and rocking to count every morning. Oh, it's totally crazy. Looking on later. Then short skirts. Oh, we go wild and oh, get the action, get the attraction. Come on, hey, you want to dance? I feel like a woman.
What's going on? It's Jomboy and Jake Radio. It is May 23rd, Jake. It's May 23rd. Confidence week. Man, I feel like a woman going. I mean, if that song doesn't make you just bolt with swagger, I don't know. You got to watch my dad listen to it one time, maybe. Figure it out.
Jim, chills.
Got a lot going on.
I haven't heard that song in too long, apparently, because that's whoa.
It's a good song.
That's a great song. What's your pops do? Does he start dancing? Does he just rip it or what?
He just feels good. It's one of his favorite songs.
That's just his 3 minutes to like put his hair down, if you will.
He's a big fan. Yeah.
It's a good song. Might be playing that a lot this weekend.
Oh, yeah, it's a bachelor party song.
That's a good bachelor party song.
Yeah. So, Shania Twain. I don't know if that's the first time we've had Shania Twain on the show.
She's still doing a Vegas residency?
Oh, zero idea, Jake. I have no idea.
You don't know?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, that's something I don't have grasp on.
I guess I'll see if there's anything on the internet about that. But how you doing?
I'm good. It's going to be a crazy day. Katie's got the day off, so she was asking me, like, what are you doing today? And I was like, well, we're doing the Yankee pregame show at 12 or at 10, and then we have JJR, and then the game starts at 12:30, and then after the game, we're doing the recap, the Talking Yanks, and then after that, I have to do Six Pack Cinema review, and then after that, I have to do JJR for tomorrow. And my nephew comes into town tonight, so I have to somehow find time to see him. And I have to pack because I leave for the airport at like 5 a.m. tomorrow. So crazy day for me.
Yeah, normally I'm team because I just did this pack literally the last second. Just start throwing stuff in the suitcase. I'm going to actually encourage you, like big time, move it up the priority list to get the packing in, because I had like a mini panic attack when it was, what was it? When did I fly out? It was Tuesday night, so eerily close to 30 hours ago. And I was like throwing stuff in the bag, and it was like mini panic attack, blah, blah, blah. So I would give it one spot up on the priority list. Go for it.
I think I got to do laundry before I pack.
Yeah, that's always a factor. So yeah,
you got to move pack for this bachelor party. Like what outfits did you bring?
I wish you wouldn't ask that.
Did you bring pants? I just got to do a text in the chat that says don't bring pants. It's hot here. I wasn't planning on bringing pants though. But like, what if we go to a bar that needs?
So I mean, Austin isn't fully that way. Like Texas has figured out at this point, like, you can have establishments that you don't need pants at because it's too hot. I brought one pair of jeans just as like the safety jeans, but that's it. Like nothing above that.
Your safety pants. They're your safety pants.
We did the mash.
Okay. All right. But yeah. I've committed to the Adam Sandler lifestyle, so I don't know how that goes over on a bachelor party trip.
Say that again?
I've committed to the Adam Sandler lifestyle.
Right. I think it's perfect.
So I don't have many real shorts. I just got mesh shorts.
Hey, I love the daily radio show, and you guys are really funny, and it's great to see your giant head in person.
John in the chat asked, will there be a show tomorrow? It'll be, if you want it on YouTube, you want to watch it live, it'll be late tonight. You can just hold off and watch it tomorrow if that interests you. It's your call.
It's your guys' call. You have the power.
All right, Jake. How was your day yesterday?
Man, my day yesterday was pretty good. I flew down to Dallas, early start to the day, a little 4 a.m. wake up. Airport, everything at the airport was pretty smooth. Got that down. There was a big line, got the nervous holiday weekend line. That's something for you too, Jim. It's a holiday weekend. Plan an extra 15 minutes getting to the airport.
Fuck. All right. That means I got to wake up at like 4:30 now. That is good though.
But
my last airport run was so sketchy. I lost my wallet. Remember?
Right. I remember that. Yeah. So yeah, you give yourself the extra 15. You'll be happy you did it because the line is going to scare you at first. But TSA in Denver, shout out. Always shouting them out. They did a pretty good job.
You are always shouting them out.
Get on the Big Bird. A little surprising. I don't know if I fell asleep before takeoff, but my plan landed a half hour late, which flying seems like something happened. Like you either have to explain that or something. And there was nothing when we started landing.
Maybe you fell asleep. Strong winds.
Strong winds keep blowing in from across the sea. Should I sing that at karaoke?
Yeah. Picture you standing there.
And then I'm staying with my old Dallas roommate Carl. Saw a couple of the sites. And we I don't know, just doing some of our loser activities. We threw a football for a little bit. We played basketball with some of the most unathletic kids I've ever seen. But it was good, like good getting older cardio for sure. Then went to a place called Tacos and Tequila. Said, I'll have a little of both, please. And then
just rockets a taco in your face, dumps tequila in your head, get shot.
Pours tequila on my head, punches me in the face. Get the hell out of here.
Well, it's unfortunate you made that joke because we have a strict rule here.
Yeah, I've got bad news for you. Good news, hilarious joke. Bad news, you're about to get knocked out. Went to a couple of Dallas sites, Katy Trail Ice House, and in between all that, I had a couple drinks. I had a drink with dinner, but saving it for the batch. But and then the Yankees, man. I mean, home run derby for the Yankees. So pretty good day all in all. I'll go 7-2.
You broke up. I don't know if you're still there.
Oh, I said I'll go 7-2.
Wow. That's nice, man. I had a good day too.
Nice.
Luke came over. I got breakdowns done. I won. The Yankees game was the most content I've ever, with Gary Thorne calls and John Sterling calls and CeCe getting his notes stuck to his head and Rich Hill screaming about the bunt. I mean, it was.
You're watching 3 games at once last night. You're watching Orioles Yankees Gary Thorne. You're watching Orioles Yankees Yes Network. You're watching Orioles Yankees John Sterling.
That's every night.
And Susan.
Yeah, that's every night. I have 3 different broadcasts going.
Right. The Gary Thorne knob was up a little more than it used to because he killed it.
Usually I use the other broadcast just for alternative angles.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, now that I don't have the other computer right here because Luke's coming, I had to wheel across the room. I couldn't just swivel in my desk. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy, but it was awesome. I think my tweets. Cool part is people are excited for me, so when they see my tweets out in the wild, they send it to me.
Yeah.
And so far, I've got Yahoo News, USA Today, New York Post, Bleacher Report, but I'm always on the Bleacher Report feed. That's crazy. It was pretty cool. So Hopefully today is not like that with everything else we have to do. I could use
Yeah.
a really boring Yankee game. Like not a lot of
Boring.
content. Please.
Yeah. Hit the under.
Did you see
Not gonna
at the end of
happen.
last night, Jake, just because I'm crazy, so I wrap up recording Six Pack Cinema at midnight, and I'm talking to John, who does Six Pack Cinema with me, and I was telling him, like, yo, the YouTube's growing. It's pretty cool. I said I dabbled in that video I made where it was like all the day games.
Right. I saw you did an AL East one.
Yeah, because he was like, well, maybe you can just take one division each day, and then it'll be max 5 games, sometimes less,
Yeah.
and do those. And I was like, that's a good idea because I think people will like it. The problem is with that is it's 10 times more work for the shortest of shelf lives.
Right.
Like the breakdowns are evergreen. Weird baseball plays, ejections.
Right.
Like people will always go watch those. Game recaps, they are
10
relevant
hours.
for 10 hours shelf life. So to put that much time into a 10-hour shelf life video, I don't know if the payoff's there, but people enjoy them. So
People enjoy a lot of things, though.
I know. I might drive myself crazy. They're fun. Yeah, I made a joke and there's this old woman, right?
Sure.
Old woman cheering on Justin
Your
Smoke's,
flavor.
cheering on Justin Smoke's home run. So I made a joke and I said, "There's his wife. Happy for him.
Nice.
Like he's married to like a 70-year-old." I had like 3 people like, "No, that's not his wife, right?" I'm like, come on,
Come on, guys.
come on.
Let's think about this for more than a second.
You think that I thought that grandma was actually his wife and I wasn't making a joke? Like, come on.
Guys. Maybe you got. Maybe that was them following up with a hilarious joke.
Maybe.
Because if you thought that was his wife.
Yeah, everyone's saying my
outta
internet connection's poor. I'm gonna switch internets real quick.
You're a little choppy. A little choppy on Dad's end.
Switching. Is it any better?
Looks better, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yo, some fighter pilots just flew over. It was so loud.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna own me.
Yeah, you're not the sharpest tool in the shed. Basically, someone told the guy from Smash Mouth that he was a dumb piece of shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say they weren't wrong.
This is good. Insult me more. I'm gonna write a song about this.
This is fuel for my fire.
Yeah. Tell me again how unsharp I am.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Anyway, I'm gonna give my day tomorrow. My day yesterday a 7.
What are you gonna give your day tomorrow? You're traveling. You're gonna do fun things later in the day.
Yeah, travel gets done early.
You've got a wide range of a day.
Are we doing a pregame show for tomorrow's game?
I think we should.
Okay, cool.
You've got a wide range for tomorrow. If your traveling stuff goes clean, like you're lined up for a pretty good day, see some old friends, blah blah blah. If the travel doesn't go clean, that could change everything. So now I'm rooting for you.
I'm worried about the weather in Austin.
It's gonna be warm. You're gonna be sweating.
Yeah, I'm such a miserable sack.
But like everyone's gonna be sweating.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about being a woman.
Best thing about being a woman.
Maybe just play that again. Should that just be the whole show?
We can dabble.
That's so good, man. If you're a human being and you don't have a reaction when she says the OOOs, like, get out of my life. I don't want to see you.
Yeah. Agree. It's a really good song. Ever. If you're not doing the OOOs, get out of my life. What about I'm bouncing off the walls again?
Whoa. I mean, if you miss that, I mean, it's just one. Like, if you skip all of the OOOs and Shania Taines being a woman.
You just call her Shania Taints?
Shania Tane. You added the T. So that's
A
on
good-
you now.
a good test for millennials
Yes.
is if you walk into a room and you want to say like, are these people millennials? All you have to do, try this. I used to do it in college at parties. All you have to do is say, I'm bouncing off the walls again. And I guarantee you at least 5 people will just turn their head and just go, whoa.
Yeah, that's good. That's true.
Like you have control over the crowd. All you have to do is say that. It's a call and repeat.
That's how you command the stage.
Let's move on to the sports. The Yankees beat the Orioles for the 3rd time in 3 days. Gleyber, Torres, and Gary Sanchez have insane numbers versus them. Gleyber hits his 10th home run off the Orioles in the season. 10 home runs versus the Orioles in 10 games. That's nuts. CC Sabathia goes to the injured list with knee inflammation. You can almost pencil these in. You know they're coming. He usually rebounds perfectly fine from them. The Mets win their 3rd straight game as well, Jake. A pitcher's duel between DeGrom and Scherzer turned into a rout when the Nationals bullpen blew it. Lagares and Rajay Davis. Shout out Evan with the big hits. Jeff McNeil and Robinson Cano both get sent to the injured list, though. McNeil with a low-grade quad strain and Cano with hamstring tightness. The Jets announced they won't be hiring a search firm / consultant team to help them in their general manager search. They did that for their previous 2 hires. However, they did say they will turn to television personality and sideline reporter Peter Schrager for advice and help with the situation. Hey, Jets, why don't you stop doing and saying dumb shit? How you doing?
Dude, the Jets, bro.
I don't know what they're. The people.
What the fuck is that sentence?
People were finally, before they have fired the GM, I think people were finally like, hey, the Jets have something here. They got Dalton. They got, like, good talent. They got Le'Veon, or they have Le'Veon. Yeah, they got stuff going on. And then now it's, oh, yeah, here we go.
You're going to check with a sideline reporter?
You're blown away by that news?
To see how your fans think about your decision? What is that? Literally, what is that?
I don't know, Jake. It's very bizarre. It's something that you shouldn't announce because that guy. I don't know, man. Okay, I will say this.
Hey, we're thinking about hiring this guy. What are the fans gonna think? Hey, if you're a good organization, you shouldn't care. Do the Patriots care when they trade away some of their best players for draft picks because they're about to start playing worse? No, they don't give a damn. The Patriots nation rallies around that shit now. They're like, if the Patriots trade one of their good players, they start clapping. They're like, oh, nice, we got rid of him before we had to pay him too much money or something like that. Hey, if you're running the Jets, you shouldn't give a damn. I'm Stephen A. Smith now, and I love it. This feels great. Also, what? Why is he your one go-to source?
I hold on. I didn't read that they're asking his advice on what the fans think. I asked, like, they're asking him his advice on who to hire.
But Jimmy, I mean, so that's so impossible that I can't even bring it to the realm.
Like, let me maybe relate it to something. When Cashman hired Boone, he said that when they started their hiring process, they just reached out to anyone in baseball, in the know, not specifically their people, but just people that are in the baseball community, and said, like, what do you think? Like, do you think there's, like, just like feelers? And he said a lot of them came back. Aaron Boone's going to make a great manager for someone someday. You know, like, just like people said that. So then Boone put his name in and they interviewed him. So it's somewhat similar, but it's so stupid to say, like, we're asking this one guy.
Do you think, all right, what you just said is kind of similar. Do you think reaching out throughout baseball to check up on a guy is the same as checking with sideline reporter Pete Schrager for assistance on prospective candidates? Because I don't.
It's weird. No, if they were to say, yeah, we're going to ask around the league, We like getting the league's opinion and people that are coming at it from all different angles, broadcasters, GMs, players. Like, we just like having the consensus thought from every walk of the NFL. That would make sense. And you'd be like, okay, that makes sense. Don't like put that much stock into it, but it's good to get more thoughts are better. But to say we are taking Peter Schrager's opinion and like just one guy, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Like literally the only thing I can think of that makes it any sort of logical is they're like, he's a well-liked guy, he's a fan, he's a man of the people. We just want to see if he knows if the people will like our decision, because he'll almost lead the charge in that. Which, a reminder, that shouldn't matter if you're running an organization the right way. B, what? Unbelievable. Good for the Jets. No. We're not hiring a search firm or consultant, but we will be checking with a guy that likes the team.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the Jets are doing. But what about the Mets? The Mets are winning now. Mickey Callaway's job safe, but I think they have their whole outfield on the IL.
Yeah, they the injury bug in New York, huh? Yeah, man, McNeil and Cano to the IL.
There's going to be a lot of people that don't believe the Cano one, right?
Yeah, I think you could say that. Did we do that with a Yankee last year?
Gary, after he didn't hustle, but then he was on the DL for 30 days.
Right. Then you sober up. It's fun for like a day and a half to be like, wow, talk about the ultimate form of punishment. And then you're like, wait, no, a baseball team just wants to use their best player, so that's not how this works.
Yeah. But they're winning. And you got your bet of the day wrong. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, I'm making people money the opposite way at this point, which I'm fine with. That's my goal of this.
And CC goes to the injured list. If anyone's not a Yankee fan, you sign up for this. Like, this was a known thing. CC goes to the injured list once or twice a year. He misses a start or two because he's got a bum knee and the cortisone wears off and they have to reshoot it up and make it feel better again. It's happened the last 3 seasons.
He'll probably have a nice Memorial Day with the family. So happy for that. I think he misses one start.
One or two. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess too. I thought they had an off day coming up. Oh yeah, and Paxton does come back too. Yeah, interesting to see. But yeah, if you're a Yankees fan, this isn't news.
Can we talk about the shift for a second? Because it's all over my Twitter feed because Rich Hill was screaming about the shift yesterday.
I just shift my pants.
Ooh.
What did I say?
So G-Man Choi bunt single against the shift, right?
Right.
And Rich Hill is so mad about it. And my Twitter mentions are going crazy because some people are like, well, the shift is stupid. They clearly just beat it. And other people are saying, like, no, they didn't. That's what the Dodgers wanted that. And I think it's weird that I'm on the side that when a team shifts like that, they're conceding a bunt single. Okay, we'd rather you bunt single than hit a home run or hit a double. So go ahead, bunt single. Like, they got out of it the next pitch. It was 2 outs. Bunt single, next pitch out. Like, okay, fine. Didn't hit a home run. G-Man Choi is a weird example, but people are like, yeah, if David Ortiz did that, they wouldn't have stopped shifting on him. It's like, then David Ortiz wouldn't have been David Ortiz. He would have been a bunt single expert instead of a power.
Right. Yeah, it becomes a weird mix of what the team wants, what is entertainment value, kind of the old Babe Ruth quote. Like, people shifted on Babe Ruth, and he said, they're here to see me hit home runs. I think baseball still has a push come to shove coming where it's like, yo, if you're fully going to do it, like, then people should take the hit. Like I think you're right. Like I think maybe I'm not fully sure of that situation. I think it was 0-0.
First inning, 2 outs.
Yeah, like you're in that situation. Yes, they're fine with G-Man Choi bunting. You're absolutely right.
You're welcome to it. If you want to try that, go ahead.
Yeah, in that scenario, they're like, yeah, a runner on first to not risk giving up a home run. We are fine with that. I still think there's a lot of times in Major League games, like I think we saw it in the Yankees game. Hicks was up, runners on second and third, down 1. They had a big shift on him. And if he could lay down a decent bunt, the tying run would score. So I think there's still times that baseball will need to take advantage if a team does shift on them, because then it turns into this total mind F, man. Like you're looking at it and you're like, what? They're going to give me that? All right. Well, that's because I'm really good and I'm going to swing away. And then if you go into that mentality, you're almost playing into their hand. So yes, I think in this Rich Hill situation, I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I remember last year Greg Bird bunted like 4 times to beat the shift. And everyone was like, Greg, that's cool and all, but a home run or a double is so much cooler. So please stop.
Yeah, I mean, but there was a couple times when it was timed right. Like if you're leading off an inning and the Yankees really need a run, like sure, knock yourself out, dude. If you need a base runner, I guess that's the best example. If you need a base runner, just take it. They're giving it to you. First inning, 2 outs, then no.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm glad you agree with me. It is like everything. It's situation based. And, whatever. But let's go to national news.
Jimmy will keep the baseball rolling as the league gets rid of the quote-unquote single header rule, meaning that every market will get 3 games on Sundays. Good for baseball. Will people watch? Probably not, but we'll get there. Drake getting some backlash for his sideline shenanigans. A little massage for the head coach. Come on, we're having a good time. Juwan Howard, your new Michigan head coach, going to get a new Fab Five together, reports Jalen Rose. And Tigers playing the Memorial, which is news because he's usually majors or bust. But Memorial's a tournament he's won a bunch of times. It's not a surprise, but it's still a headline because it's Tiger.
So that first headline you read is about the NFL, not the MLB. The NFL is eliminating the single header rule, which is good for Ohio, San Francisco, LA, New York, any area that has 2 baseball teams. So it said if the Jets are on, you can't show another game from another network at the same time. So teams with areas with 2 teams, so like if you live in New Jersey, you only get the Jets game and the Giants game on Sundays. That's all you get. Teams that live in the Bay Area, you'd only get the Niners and the Raiders. And it sucked because a lot of times like those teams sucked. So your only option was watch 2 bad teams on your cable at home without Red Zone. So they're eliminating that. So now every market will have 3 games on Sunday to choose from. It's good. Smart.
I don't care about this at all.
No, you never lived in
Internet exists. If you want to watch your team play, watch your team play.
Yeah, but this should have been done a while ago. This sucks. I mean, this sucks like when I lived in the Bay Area. Like I don't want to watch the Niners. I don't want to watch the Niners, the Raiders, or the 40 or Red Zone. Those are my 3 options. I just stopped watching football while I lived there.
What about the internet?
I don't want to watch a game on my computer.
Okay.
Then you got to pay a bunch extra.
Ever hook up your computer to your TV?
I don't do that.
I seen you do it.
Well, that was a long time ago. But I mean, like my dad's not going to do that.
Right.
And like that, like Thursday game of the week.
He's pretty good on the internet nowadays.
Yeah,
He slid in my DMs.
This is better. This is a smart move by the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drake's getting backlash, and I agree with the backlash. What is he doing? What is he doing? So Drake's like in the team huddle. He's giving the coach massages, but the problem is he's also like shit talking.
He's trying to be Spike Lee.
But Spike Lee sits in his seat.
Yes.
And pays for his seat and shit talks players from his seat. Sometimes he steps up. The Raptors have Drake as like part of the franchise. Like he's like somewhat an employee. So if that's the case, then fine. He can be in the huddle. He can be massaging coaches. But if he's on your payroll, he can't be yelling obscenities and like trolling the other players.
Why not?
To hold him, because like that would
New
be like
player.
Because players can't do that.
2019, baby.
I don't know.
That's the ultimate defense. Number one fan.
I think this is the worst look for Drake. I think he looks like such a loser.
Oh yeah, he looks like the kid you like don't like in high school. He looks like a loser.
That's he looks like the kid you don't like in high school.
At the same time, I get it because I mean they're getting attention and it's Drake and it's having someone like that. We forget how small sports is in the realm. Like Drake is much more popular than the Toronto Raptors. So having him involved is actually really smart on their end. But yeah, I mean, he looks like everyone who likes sports or likes their team is looking at Drake and like, dude, stop, man.
I mean, if this was high school, the athletes would all fucking hate Drake. The coach would hate Drake, and all the fans would hate Drake, and they would pity him. They would say, "Yeah, that's kind of like our water boy. Like we just got to put up with this because he lives for it."
His dad's the town cop, so
he gets to do this, and that is what it is. He's Drake, so he gets to do this, but it's such a bad look.
Yeah.
I mean, but I do understand that is a good point that it does bring the Raptors like exposure.
How much more famous Drake is than the Toronto Raptors, I think would shock people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's for sure. Anything else here? You Tigers playing that. Juwan Howard is the new Michigan head coach. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that actually is cool. And Jim, it's a trend in NCAA basketball. We've talked about it a little bit. I've mentioned it with Penny Hardaway at Memphis. Jerry Stackhouse is at Vanderbilt. And all these ex-players, like, they don't really have the coaching resume, but they can get the top recruits. Like, dude, what Jerry Stackhouse is doing at Vanderbilt, Jim, is actually hilarious, and you're going to love it. So Jerry Stackhouse is the new Vanderbilt head coach. I have some ties to Vanderbilt. My significant other went to school there. Jimmy, he's recruiting all of his ex-buddies' kids. Two of the kids in his recruiting class are Kenyon Martin Jr. and Scottie Pippen Jr. So it's actually genius.
Nepotism.
And in college basketball, if you have a couple good guys, you can do a lot. So it's brilliant. So these guys are and at Memphis, Penny Hardaway and Mike Miller is his assistant coach. They just got like the number one recruit in the country. And so Michigan is like, all right, we'll do the dance too. So I think it's we've seen it in baseball that the manager doesn't really matter because like the GM and the nerds actually run the team. I think in basketball terms, it's now turning into the head coach is officially the guy that can recruit because if you can get the best players and just have some assistant coaches who are nerds and they can run the plays and stuff. I think that's your best way to victory.
All right. There you go. Someone in the chat asked if we follow Syracuse sports at all. I don't, but you may.
I'm a little bit. I'm a UConn sports fan. And Syracuse was one of their rivals for years. Now they're in the ACC. It's still a rivalry when they play. My sister went to Syracuse. There's a JJR fun fact of the day.
Yeah, that's why I thought you might know some stuff, dude. I forgot that. I think the regionals for the softball tournament start again today. So let's add another thing to my list to be tuned into.
I'm actually encouraging that because I think that'll. I think having the softball going will be like, all right, well, the softball's on. Let me throw in the laundry. All right, the softball's on. I'll pack a little bit, watch some softball.
Yeah, the Yankees game starts at 12:30, so and then I'm not going to be able to watch any of this.
Softball is like a multiplier.
Yeah.
Is your girl pitching today?
I don't know. I got to go to my favorite website and find out.
His name is Lyman Zedica.
Got any more on the national news? You want to blow the whistle?
Blow the whistle. Play some Shania for halftime.
Girls need a break tonight. I'm gonna take the chance to get out on town. We don't even meant to only want to dance. We're gonna let our head down. The best thing about being a woman is the prerogative to have a little fun. Oh, but you're like crazy. Look at my lady. Men's short skirts.
Oh.
It's a good track, man.
Not bad. Not bad. Well, wrong button, Jimmy.
I read the news today, oh boy. The news was rather sad, but I just had to manage.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A hand-drawn vehicle inspection sticker did not fool the police, Jake. A burglar stole a cash register, all the cash, and egg rolls from the market. A Louisiana woman demanded oral sex at gunpoint. The man refused. She fired shots at him as he fled. This is actually interesting. Fake Papa John's and Burger Kings are springing up around the country of Jordan. Country of Jordan is getting fake Papa John's and Burger Kings. Police in Turkey blast the Pride Parade with water cannons, but accidentally create a rainbow in the sky. How about that? A robot dog pulled the 3-ton plane. Teen gets his penis stuck in a drain pipe and has to be freed with circular saw by the firefighters.
I read the news today, oh boy.
You like any of these stories?
I like a lot of these stories.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
You told people you weren't going to tell. You told me you weren't going to tell people about
when you fucked that drain pipe.
That drain pipe situation.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gets his ween stuck in a drain pipe.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes that drain pipe is looking at you, you're looking at it. It's a tough world.
Circular saw used to free boy's penis?
Yeah. I mean, it's stuck in a drain pipe.
I mean, could he not get limper? You know what I'm saying?
The pictures, the drain pipe's pretty big. Made me think we have like an elephantitis dick on our hand. Or
lad's privates swelled so much they got stuck.
He must have fell asleep mid fucking a drain pipe. He fucks drain pipes so often that he was like, I'll take a nap. And then it swelled up while it was stuck in there. Couldn't get it out.
Like, is this... Oh my God. I'm looking at the circular saw in the pipe right now.
Yeah, the pipe's big, dude. Like, I don't understand how he got his dick stuck in there.
Who are these people with the saw? Are you seeing their outfits?
I think they're like firefighters or like police in that country.
Yeah, but dude, they're in like full camouflage, like going to war gear.
Well, they were going to war.
Yeah.
They got a dick to save.
The Randy, 16-year-old lad at his home in Johor, Malaysia.
Yeah.
Man, that's got to...
The drain pipe's big, man. I'm telling you.
This
dude
kid
just
sucks.
wanted to... This dude... No. He's got a huge dick.
He's going to brag about this for the rest of his life. He sucks.
Yeah, he wanted the whole neighborhood to know how big his dick is, so he just got stuck in this huge drain pipe, and then...
I'm calling BS. I think that's the opposite way. He lied. I think he like glued the pipe to his ween piece.
Just to say he got stuck in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is an investment, so he's smart.
Yeah. I really love that the police in Turkey blasted the Pride Parade to try and dispel it with water, and then it created a rainbow in the sky. Because, my God, the moment that happens and the police are spraying them and all the Pride people are probably dancing and like, whatever, like you're not gonna get us down, and then a rainbow opens up in the sky, and now everyone's like, look, it's our flag. And you're in with the water cannons, and you're like, fuck, like, do we stop now? You just put their flag in the sky. You got got. You got real bad.
Yeah, God.
I mean, imagine if it was like, it's really lucky that the rainbow is their flag. Because, whoa, look at the picture, dude. Wow, look at the picture. It's
Let's see this.
like, that's a backfire. That's an all-time backfire. You rainbowed the whole event. You rainbowed the gay pride. They would have paid money for you to create a rainbow over the gay pride parade. You did it for free.
It's a really nice rainbow.
It's a really,
gay pride parades are going to start doing this.
Yeah, they should pay.
This is going to become a tradition.
I don't know. I don't know what they do and don't do right now, but maybe they've been doing it already. But yeah, pay the firemen to come and spray some water and create a rainbow over your gay pride
you
parade.
have to go to the gay pride parade in Dallas. They have it in the Gayborhood every year. It's a blast.
Yeah, they have
free
rainbows?
drinks if you want them.
They have rainbows.
I mean, flags. I literally think this is going to become a tradition. Like, this should kick off every gay pride parade. Get the fire department down there. If they want their shirt on, shirt off, I don't care. But you just turn on the hose, spray it over where the parade's going, and you've got a giant real rainbow.
Yeah.
The perfect parade.
Great postcard.
Yeah.
Hi, Grandma. I was at the gay pride parade, and I got you this postcard. All right. In the country of Jordan, bootleg Papa John's and Burger Kings are popping up.
I actually love this.
How bad could that pizza be?
Ooh, interesting. Because you could go either way with that. Like, you could go, this is a guy who has really good pizza and he thinks he just needs a more recognizable name. Or, I mean, literally the worst pizza you've ever tasted. Knockoff Papa John's.
Yeah, see, my thing is like, you knock off Louis Vuitton, right?
Right.
No one knocks off Claire's jewelry. So this knockoff Papa John's and Pizza Hut, it probably tastes just like Papa John's because Papa John's is already a knockoff pizza company. Like, it's already shit.
Right. You're knocking off a knockoff, which is unprecedented territory.
Yeah,
That's dangerous. It's 90-10 that the knockoff of the knockoff is going to be worse.
They have like Papa John's face on the knockoff Papa John's pizza company.
Like that.
Imagine the lawsuit. Like, you clearly knocked us off. How? That's my face.
You should give us one piece of evidence.
You just use my face as your pizza company. Knock off Burger King. That's a little different. Like, I don't even know how. Burger King's kind of, whatever.
Yeah, I think I think where you get scared there is you have the foods listed differently. Because if you're thinking of doing a knockoff Burger King, you could easily be like, well, those burgers can be better. I could go in the back of a Burger King and flip one good burger.
Yeah.
So again, maybe they're the 10%. Maybe they're knocking out some good burgies. Maybe.
And then the other story is there's three more stories. One is a burglar stole the cash register, cash, and egg rolls. And
right.
I mean, if you don't love egg rolls, egg on your face. Egg rolls are delicious. So,
as someone who had leftover Chinese food for breakfast this morning, if you're not stealing the egg rolls, you're a human idiot.
Yeah, that's the no-brainer. You're already taking the cash, grab an egg roll. Louisiana woman.
I was just remembering our college diets, man, with Veggie World and the Chinese food place.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 4 days a week?
Yeah, I ate Domino's because I worked there. Veggie World and the Chinese place. That's all I ate. But the thing is, I didn't eat a lot. I would buy one meal and I'd split it up, lunch and dinner.
Yeah, we'd make that last throughout the day. Damn, man, I forgot about that. Because yeah, you were oddly proud about leading off your Chinese meal with the egg roll.
Well, the egg roll's the best part. You just got to get it right away.
It all checks out.
I'm not going to sit on that. Louisiana woman demanded oral sex at gunpoint. Jake, has this ever happened to you?
Yes, actually, both sides of it.
You've demanded and you've been demanded. It was yourself in a mirror.
Yeah, it's a bad day.
Blow yourself, dude. Blow yourself right now. And then you just tried really hard.
Yeah, it was when I was living in Dallas. My roommates didn't appreciate it at the time.
Yeah.
But.
Why is Jake screaming in his bedroom? Every now and then he pulls out his gun, demands to blow himself.
Every Sunday morning, like clockwork.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it'll pass. Give him about 15, 20.
It's a short article. Let's see if it's got any good news in it. A Louisiana man leapt from the second-floor apartment Monday after a woman tried to shoot him because he refused to give her oral sex. Anisha Speed was at the victim's LaBelle Avenue apartment Monday when the incident occurred. The man invited Speed to his apartment after the two spent much of the day together. Once in the apartment, the victim claimed Speed asked him to give her oral sex. The unnamed man declined, and Speed responded by pulling out a handgun, according to the affidavit. Speed allegedly pointed the gun at the man and threatened to shoot him if he didn't perform the oral sex. Then, when the man grabbed Speed's wrist, she fired a round into the wall. He then proceeded to run onto the second-floor balcony and jump to the ground as another shot was fired in his direction. Officers discovered Speed outside the apartment not long after the incident. She allegedly resisted handcuffs and has to be taken to the ground before she was taken into custody, the news station reported. I think she went down on him, and then she was like, okay, well, now you have to return that favor, and he didn't.
Jimmy, there's a couple things that need to be mentioned here. The first one is going to sound offensive. Girls have a special side of crazy to them. And I think why that sounds offensive is because
the offensive part.
Guys have a special side of crazy to them too.
Yeah.
And I think that gets ignored. But I mean, this is special, man. This is dynamic. She stole a shotgun and a PlayStation 4, the essentials, if you will, along with all of this. I mean, a really impressive performance. I like your theory. I don't know. She's a boss ass bitch, man.
What if she was super smelly? You know.
Ooh, here we go.
Shower first.
You thought I recovered from my offensive part.
I'm just saying that could be a reason. Like shower first.
Yeah.
Hey, put down the gun. I'll do whatever you want. Just shower first.
Why should she have to shower? 2019.
Because he just tried.
He didn't shower.
He showered for her. No, he did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No,
little French bath in the.
You think he showered?
French bath in the sink. They spent the whole day together.
He was playing PS4. He smelled like farts.
Yeah, but he went to the bathroom, took a washcloth.
His smelliness is the problem here, and you're just hiding behind your male intuition.
So if you were at gunpoint, you would have went down on her?
Easily.
Yeah. Let me hold the gun, put myself at gunpoint. I'll go down on myself right in front of you. That's how bad that is. No, I don't want you to blow
leave
yourself,
the gun
man.
out. Leave the gun out, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. thought we were like on a date here. Now you gotta be at gunpoint.
Don't hold the gun. Leave the gun out, though.
Maybe he had cold sores in his mouth. He didn't want to transfer them to her.
I mean, that would be a real bummer if he was like, honestly, I'd
love to.
Me personally, I played a little pickup basketball yesterday, Jim. Really beat it up on the court. But, like, I don't know, you catch an errant elbow to the face, and you're like, I'm sorry. Like, my jaw actually hurts. And then the shotgun's out. And, I mean, it turns into a bad time real quick.
Yeah. Okay. And I think that was the rest of the story. The other story was that a hand-drawn vehicle inspection sticker did not fool the police. And if you look at the sticker, it's pretty good, Jake. It just says New York State in the most handwriting of handwriting. I think I've told this story before. When I went to get my license in Connecticut in 2005, my dad didn't have our insurance papers and insurance card. So he went and printed out his insurance information and then put the two pieces of paper together and scotch taped them together to make it double-sided.
Right.
And handed it to the DMV in Connecticut as if, here's our registration or whatever. And the guy just slowly peeled them apart in front of my dad's face and said, "We can't accept this."
You have to know that we can't accept this.
It was like, good try, Dad.
As much as we appreciate your effort, you would end up being disappointed if we accepted this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, I guess, Jim, that's the only thing that bothers me here is that there are some pieces of effort that were put into this that don't line up with the rest of it. Like that little marker, they wrote 2020 on there and put a little mark on it. Like if you were going to go through the effort of making it look like this was checked off at some point, I think you have to put a little more effort in than what they did, because it's just New York State at the top, and then around the edges it's different boxes with the months in it, and then it says Safety Emissions Inspection Certificate 2020. And then over the 2020, they put a mark on it, like, oh yeah, this one's good, mark it off.
Oh, I see. So this is one of those stickers you put on your windshield. So just like if cops just pass you, they see the sticker.
Right.
So then they got pulled over and they're like, what's this? And they got it. So it might have worked for like 2 years.
Yeah.
It's actually cool. All right, let's move on.
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
Bet of the day, bet of the day. It is the bet of the day. Jakey made another mistake. He is now 0 for his last 8 bets. He's under 500 on his total, 46 and 47. What did you just lose, Jake? You just lost being over 500 on Wednesdays. You're now 10 and 10. You just lost being over 500 in the MLB. You're now 6 and 6. A brutal loss on top of losses and losses and losses. I disagreed with you, so I got the win. Our records are getting closer and closer. What can you do to stop this besides suicide?
Yeah, and I've been. I was gonna make a joke there. That's not kosher anymore. Jimmy, I don't know. I'm in a funk. I'll say this: I'm going NBA because I might as well fight the good fight while I've got games to fight the good fight. And man, so what do we got? The Raptors are favored by 7. This is going to be my first time talking through the bet mentally.
Okay.
So I think people appreciate this process. So Jim, we're at Game 5. The series is at 2.
Who's home?
Milwaukee's home, and they've dominated at home. The home team has won every game so far. So, Jimmy, here's the thing with this game. This game either turns into, like, Milwaukee's going to dominate at home, and then Toronto's going to come back and dominate at home. Or this is going to start a real series where, like, all these next 3 games are going to be tight as hell, or at least the next 2. My natural instinct was to say this is going to be a close game. Take Toronto, but I also think both of these teams aren't that good, and I think that means that the home team gets a big advantage. So I'm going to take Milwaukee -7. I think they win big.
So you're taking the Bucks to cover the spread.
Taking the Bucks to cover the spread.
Jakey about to make a big mistake.
It's a losing bet. It's a losing bet. I don't know why I took it.
Jake, the kids on the street, I think, maybe 5 years ago, I'm not in tune with the language they speak on the streets these days,
Right.
but I think they'd say you're shook.
I'm gone. I'm gonzo. I'm in a full slump. I'm the Scott Van Pelt Jimmy Rollins commercial where Scott Van Pelt's pretending that he's in a slump and they're looking at his highlights and he's just doing ridiculous stuff in his seat at the desk. He's like spinning. He's facing the wrong way. Jimmy Rollins is like, that's not good. That's the problem. That's exactly what's going on with my bet of the day.
Yeah, I feel bad for you. But
I think Orlando Sam's been fading me and he's making money, which is good.
That's awesome. You, I mean, you knew I had to disagree with you.
Yeah. Oh, you made the right bet.
All right, that ends this show. Hey, if you tune in on YouTube and you like being live with us, we will be going live tonight because tomorrow is a travel day for me, and we will be going live tonight for Friday's show. If you're a Yankees fan, we'll be live after the Yankees game to recap this series. A lot of stuff's going on. Let's go to Shania one more time to run this out. Thank you guys for listening. Have a great day. See you later.